Hello everybody! Since you liked my recent tier list so much, I'll make another one, but this time with all Titans, including the new Bedwyr. Quite a few missed last time, so I'll make it clear now. The Titans balance does have an effect in the ranking. This is because everybody knows the newest Titans are the strongest in terms of raw performance. Anyways, the criteria are the same as last time, so let's hop right in. Starting off with the starter Titan, the good old Kid. You get this Titan for free while reaching level 25. I like how it plays, and is a really strong addition to your hangar at early phases. If you level up the hull to level 5, the Titan already has 500,000 HP. The total cost of maxing out the Kid is only 3000 platinum, and with that it gets over 700,000 HP and tons of defense points. Not bad. Also, just a random idea, because I haven't tested this, but I really wonder how the Kid does in extermination. Load up some Gargantuan Pantagruels and you're all good. The main weakness with those weapons is if somebody gets way too close, they can be difficult to aim at. Kid can solve that issue with his stove ability. By the way, while I was recording gameplay for the Kid, I encountered this strange bug where the Kid randomly sped up. Anyways, I think I'll give Kid an E. Aether is exactly that kind of Titan you would like to buy if you are on a budget, since it only costs 6000 platinum to max out. I have to say this now, 6000 platinum for maxing out a Titan is pretty much nothing. The upgrade costs are well over 10,000 in tier 4 Titans. A max Aether gets lots of defense points and very strong shields. Heck, the shields are stronger than Rook shields are. With the right equipment, Aether can do very well, but gotta remember, it's slow, so I will say D. Ming is generally quite weak in terms of staying alive, but the firepower kinda makes up for it. The Ming really has a nice firepower for a tier 2 Titan, but really, there's not a lot of good sniper weapons for Titans, at least in that early phase. When you get your hands on actual good weapons, you probably can afford running much stronger Titan. Ming is not a very good main Titan unlike Aether, so I wouldn't really call it good, but still, the flight can get you some really nice angles, like what I'm doing here. I couldn't really decide between D and C, but then I remembered how well the Ming does in extermination. I think I'll be generous and say C. Thanks to the Titan repair amplifier, Nodens doesn't really have a purpose anymore. The healing is very powerful and the durability is great, but when it comes to fighting back if somebody tries to attack, the suppression is only 50% and overall the Nodens is quite defenseless. It has lots of defense points though, and lots of potential despite everybody using Titan repair amplifiers. C. Just wow. Where do I even begin with? I've mentioned this already many times, speed is the key. With enough speed, you can do this. The Rook comes in, and I start to reload. He starts firing, I just run away. Look at this. Right behind the cover, safe and sound. Then I'm done reloading, I can just sprint right back and attack the Rook right into the core. This is why the Minos is so good. The overall firepower isn't great, in fact, it's the lowest out of all Titans. I have also tested how strong the reflector really is, like demonstrated here. The incoming damage comes only from the reflector. Get this, if you fire at the max Minos while it's using its reflector, you'll take 2.5 times the damage you deal, so you're effectively destroying yourself more. The key is having some weapons that deal a lot of damage quickly and then reload for a while. I'm using Stellar Boras, but something like Oxy works perfectly fine. S tier Titan. If there's one budget Titan I would pick mainly for firepower, it would be the Sharanga. You can use 4 onslaught reactors here and pair that with something like Nodens and you are zapping things left and right. I used to use Sharanga with Vengeance before they got nerfed, but nowadays I actually like Dazzler or Blue Lava quite a lot. B. This is one of my favorite Titans because you have this incredible potential of blasting enemies with EMP first and then there's nothing they can do. If you use Dazzlers, you're basically muting them. The Murometz flies up very high, so you can get a very good angle even if the enemy is behind cover. The combination of EMP and stealth just works so well. The health and speed are kinda low, so I'll give Murometz B. Luchador is just an insane monster. Talk about it reaching over 1 million HP and just tanking damage with the reflectors. You can make quick moves with the jump since the thrusters push you forward. On a side note, it's not very affordable, since the Titan already costs 2000 platinum and you need to have it well leveled so that it doesn't get snagged too quick. Altogether, S. Trying to be good at everything usually backfires, like in this case. Heimdall can heal, deal damage, suppress, boost speed, fire laser, etc., and he isn't really good at any of them. Nodens is a better healer, Murometz is a better damager. I wouldn't use the Heimdall, but it still works somehow. I see some using it as a brawler, and some using it as a medium ranger, but I say both strategies work fine here. B. Do you remember why Robana was so incredibly powerful? That's because it could avoid getting shot and outweight enemies' abilities. The Indra can do that too, and it can really help build an advantage for yourself. The electrical lasso isn't that powerful, so that's a minus, but overall the Indra is a great Titan with strong durability. Still, if you would have 3 charges in the Vipassana, it would score better. I think B. Aether is kind of the same case as Murometz, but a lot stronger in terms of health, and the secondary ability is also useful. It doesn't get countered entirely by just a quantum sensor, so that's a plus. It's still quite easy to run away from an Aether, but A it is. This might make some players mad, but you can't say the Sirius is anything too good, since it's so huge and bulky that it's very easy to get stuck on things. I saw that the healing turret gets a 1000% buff while it's not active, but still, it doesn't really make a difference. The idea was good that you could apply Help of Har, but Nodens does that better, and with a Sirius you're sacrificing your own defensive measures by using the healing turret. Gotta be honest, the attacking turret is powerful, but its shots are very easy to dodge. F. Rook is still a very powerful and popular Titan, and I totally get it why. When I ran it myself, I noticed that with basic modules and level 13 hull, it reached 700,000 HP. Just like in chess, the Rook is able to make quick moves in a straight line. It's very useful because you can either get in or out of combat with that, and it's very difficult to follow you around. The update 9.8 is nerfing the Rook, but the biggest nerf out of the many is the increase in delay before the new shields are teleported. Even that delay isn't too radical, so Rook remains in S tier. At first, the Newton was a fun Titan, but nowadays it's just annoying. Even without any weapons, the Newton can still pick out targets out of cover, and the built-in railgun actually deals an insane amount of damage for a built-in weapon. The Newton works with basically any weapons, and that's what makes it overpowered. The upcoming nerf in 9.8 mainly kills the Nodens and Fulgur, so the Newton will hopefully be used less. Also, the abilities are nerfed as well as durability and all. With that said, I think Newton gets an A. Eiffel is quite the new Titan, and has by far the highest firepower out of them all. I was lucky to get one, and I gotta say, if you don't use overpowered weapons, the Eiffel is almost balanced. Keep in mind, you have to max out 5 weapons instead of 3 or 4. I like how if you dash at just the right time, you can yeet yourself quite far. It's a very nice trick to get out of tricky situations. Still, I kind of would consider overpowered just magically teleporting extra armor platings on yourself and teleport extra weapons, so I'll say A. Still a work in progress Titan, so things can change from now. What I have seen so far, I think Bedwyr is going to be effectively impossible to take down, aka overpowered, and you know I don't give S tiers to overpowered Titans. A it is. Here's the full list. That's the end of this video, and if you have any questions or comments about the tier list, drop them down below and I'll answer them. With that said, have a nice day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!